Is this thing working? Just checking. Good morning, everybody. How is everyone doing? Oh my gosh. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day it is. And yes, as you probably noticed, the sun is coming up behind me, which means that I'm starting later than normal. I was on late last night with MG and we were I was like, you know what? I want to set up my stream, but I do not need to be getting up at such an early time and rushing myself to get on here. And I wanted to make sure that I was a little more prepared for you than the last time where I overslept, and also I gave myself a little bit of lead time on that. And so I'm hoping that this spot works a little bit better for me and for you guys. It's been crazy, absolutely crazy, and I just want to say thank all of you, every single one of you. You pushed it over the 1,000 mark. I mean, I was blown away last night whenever expert was like, "Hey, yes, we can get you there," and and damn it, I left something over there. Give me just a second, and I look over, and this lovely lady, Jessica Kruger. She did this. The super chat was like, "Come on, let's get him over 1,000," and like within 5 minutes, that thing went boom, went right over the top of it. Just hit that 1K, and I was like, "Wow!" Like, thank you, chat, so much. It's unbelievable. I'm just I, thank you. I'll do a 1,000 member stream hopefully uh, later this week. I just I'm trying to figure out all of the AdSense stuff. So if you see ads and all that weird stuff comes up, I'll apologize, and once I figure it out, I'll get it straightened out so it doesn't look all so funky and weird. Let's start by giving you guys a shout out here. Let's see. Eris, Eris, God, Eris, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate you so much. And yes, Risa, thank you so much. No, this is you guys that pushed it over the 1K, and I thank every single one of you so much. Good morning, Sniper. Good to see you again. And yes, okay. Best not be sleeping. No, no. I did set this late on purpose. I was wanting to make sure that I had like a little bit of rest, and I had a few things I wanted to search out and look at, and I was just making sure I was giving myself a little bit more time. I may go back to the 6:30, but for right now, I think I may just keep it at 7. That gives me a little more time, so I'm not just going absolutely bonkers this morning whenever I first start out. Good morning, morning. Good morning, cool gamer. Good to see you. Tiddly Bib, good to see you. Hospice, Jess. Oh my gosh. This is a lovely lady right here. She actually, works in a nursing field, and thank you so much. That's awesome. Crazy Viking lady. Yeah, first time catching a lie. Christine, yes. How you doing? Oh, and absolutely. So just to let you guys know, I will be redirecting over everyone at the end of my stream over to Farrell, because we need to get her the watch hours. She only needs like 100 plus watch hours. Let's push that thing over like the 200 mark. Whatever we need to do, just get that thing pushed over. 8:30, we'll all will be redirected over to Farrell and get her numbers, just like get her where she's monetized. It is Whenever you first get monetized, it changes everything that you're doing. It just goes crazy, the amount of stuff that you're able to do. So most definitely we'll be going over there, and we've already got it set up for that. Well, from wipes his paws, lopes and howls. Well, I think you loped in right there. Thank you, Wolfram. Wolfram's been here for quite some time and just comes in and just adds so much. Thank you guys so much. Sean Bird, another one of my regular folks showing up there. Good to see you. You are not late. You are right on time. It's a beautiful thing. Morning from dark Minnesota. Ooh, man, crazy stuff. And good morning, you human. It's good to see you. I bet I'm getting that right, aren't I? Sniper, congratulations! You became a YouTube member. Oh my gosh, I've got to do. I've definitely this weekend. This weekend, I'm getting I'm going to make sure that I get all of the Discord stuff set up so you guys have access to that. Um, I just give me a little bit of time. I know that MG was having get trying to get his and something about the link didn't work, but if I'm not mistaken, somebody got that straightened out. So go and check MG's Discord. That give the Discord link gives it to everybody, access to everyone that's in that server. But whenever you get in there, let everyone know that you're going to see that person like MG, and that'll really help that him out quite a bit. And MG or Baker, she's got a few others, and I just all of the names slip my mind. So yeah, just pay attention to that, and that'll be coming up really soon. Thank you so much for the new members that are joining in here. Crazy Viking Lady, Hospice Jazz. Make sure I get everyone. Julie Pip, K Marshall. Oh, Houston. I believe that's Arkansas. Thank you very much. And also, I spoke with MG, and he's going to go back and he's going to cover the Alaska trials. But I've got those particular streams. Will the recordings for the Alaska trial, Brian Smith v. Alaska, where serial killer dude, like, it's crazy. Those you can find. Um, I recorded them, and they're saved, and they'll be coming out on Saturday, Sunday, and then I'll have another one that comes out like Sunday evening. And if you're interested in that trial, you can definitely go check it out. And if you want to, if anybody's looking to cover something and wants to go back and cover those, all those will be up, and all you have to do is feel free. I won't copyright you for it at all. It's the sound is not the greatest on them. I did the best I could with the limited hardware I have, but yeah, definitely go and check that out. Oh my gosh, Sniper just gifted somebody a YouTube. Let me see if I can find who got that. Gifted T Rex got gifted a YouTube membership. Congratulations, T Rex. You have become a new member. Harris, thank you for gifting membership. Sniper, yes, absolutely. Oh gosh, dang, did I miss? Maybe. Oh, and gave one to Risa. Risa got one also. Congratulations, Risa. Alabama is in the house. Good to see Dennis Morton. My gosh. Shizzy is working on his Discord. Snipers, you'll have to. Yes, you will have access to it. You will have access to it as soon as it goes hot. There's a few things I wanted to put in there and make sure that they were up and running. But this weekend, that is the plan to get that all set up and running. Um, and tonight, of course. Oh, Tom H. is also is welcome, Tom H. And enjoy the stuff that's going to be coming out. There's so much more. Like tonight I'm going to be doing the State of the Union address. I'm going to be covering that, and we're going to talk about holy cows and Ziegler frogs. So it should be quite entertaining, to say the least. And I may have guests. You never know. It may just be me making fun of of the idiocy of the state of disunion that we have in the United States. It's beautiful. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. T Rex and T Rex, you did. We, Dirty Rexy, we got you. We got you. Good to see you, Rex. Dennis Martin, Wolfram, Doodly Pip. Oh my gosh, you guys are just rolling in here. Yes, if you guys want to see newsy news, you've got Mo with Fry is going to be happening. I will be forwarding everybody over to Farrell though, because I want to get her the watch hours. That girl needs to be monetized. She needs that, and I want to see her get those watch hours. and she's going to be grifting some. She's going to be grifting a little bit of the David Crumbly from David, which she's going to be just stream sniping, which is beautiful. I love it. It's going to be so much fun. I'm not going to be able to watch the whole thing with her, but I will probably be sitting there in her chat giving her a hard time. Wait, State of the Union? Lie to me. Grandpa's speech is tonight? Yes, it is. It is going to be so much fun. I wonder if they'll have their fact checker AI up. We got showing out without the pressure. That's it. Blues brothers. Yeah. Yamaha biker been down a rabbit hole on machinery and construction BS all night. Lines, tapers, and bearings. Oh my. God bless you, Yamaha. Yamaha, if you're interested tonight, I will send you an invite. You're welcome to come by, and we'll watch State of Disunion. It starts at 8:30, and we'll go for a little bit afterwards. But it won't be a super late night unless they make State of the Union a late night. We'll pause it and just make fun of it. We'll have a good time. I need smarter people than me on there. That's what it is. Ah, yes, and make sure that you check out. I have a story. He's got if if you like my voice, that man has a voice. I'm telling you, Outlaw Biker has a voice that'll just make all the ladies go crazy. He's awesome. Oh my gosh. Hospice Jess, you were gifted a membership by Sniper. Sniper, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Tom H has become a new member. Oh, man, thank you guys. Thank you guys. This is unreal. I think I hit the right spot. I think I hit the right spot. Oh my gosh, we've got Baker. Oh, Baker covers. What time is that? At 10:20 a.m. Oh, they're very cool. Very, very, very cool. Well, let me go ahead and let's go ahead and get into this because it is going to be turning out to be a wild and crazy election. I mean, just saying, is it's it's like we're having a rerun of this year's kind of election because this is the kind of things that we do is we just have reruns of the whole thing. But first, I wanted to share this with you guys. Give me a second, damn it. If I can expand this. All right, and let's see. Let's see. Oh shit! Well, can I do that? No, I can't. Damn it! It happens. I was going to share with you pictures of my basement. I showed him to MG yesterday, and he was just like he hasn't responded. Probably because he's been so damn busy. Thank you. Congrats on the 1K sub, Sniper. Thank you so much. Here, I'll give you a little bit of something.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Sniper. That one is beautiful. Yes, it is. It is wonderful to have gotten the 1K. I will be doing, like I said, I will do a 1K stream. It's been a crazy week. Because every day I get an email message from the YouTube content creator thing where it goes, congratulations, you hit 700, congratulations, you hit 800, because I keep hitting those landmarks. And I'm just like, I want to create a stream and thank all you guys, and I'll be damned if I'm not able to do it because it just that you guys just keep adding more subs to it. I'm like, by the time I get to do the 1K, stream portion of it, it's gonna be, I'm gonna have like 2K, and I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing. You guys are amazing. I mean, this chat is just insane, off the rails, and yes, thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate it. You need caffeine? Well, get some caffeine. That's what this stream is about. Get a little bit of coffee, have a little bit of, put a little love in your heart. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do the H here. It's awesome. Okay, Shizzy, but he has a point. Headless story is a smexy voice. Yes, yes. Headless story. It's so bad. It's I have a story. Damn it. Oh, you guys are awesome. Hey, Christine, good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. And we've got. Don't forget to like. Yes, yes. Make sure you hit that like button. Slap it, spank it, make it want more. Make it want more. All right, let's do this. Talk on it. So, of course, McConnell, our favorite goofball, says he endorses Trump for president. He once blamed Trump for disgraceful January 6th, 2021 attack. So, do you think that they're changing up their their rhetoric? Do you think they will change it and start, you know, get, hey, the dogs are going crazy. You think they might change up their rhetoric and get off the whole insurrection kick? Now, knowing that it ends up becoming inter- that it could possibly be considered election interference. Do you think it'll happen? Holy cow! I just saw this hospice Jess, loving the YouTube ecosystem. I seem to have found myself in. No, no, you've found the place. You have found the most awesome group of people. You got MG, you got Expert, you got Farrell, you got Eris, you've got I have a story, or Yamaha Bikers, we like to call them dirtily. You've got people like Danielle and Jamie and Baker and all these fine folks that are just they add so much to this, and they're all these just cheerful people. There's no drama. There's just these different aspects of life. You've got people from Sweden and Denmark and Alabama and Oklahoma and Georgia and Florida and Tennessee, and just a big wide swath of people everywhere. It's like having a having like this extended family that everybody likes to hang out with and just share. You've got meet you got what the hales, you've got, I mean, just it's like this group of people that actually care about one another and can make fun of themselves, make fun of all of the silliness, and I mean, and just live life and be happy about it. I mean, that's the beauty of this. Is this space is insane, and I've got to do this for you because this is for you, hospice Jazz. If this doesn't make you feel really good, I thought you might like that. That's for you. Good to see you. Oh, another superhero in the house. Oh yeah, you're here for the hot men's. Yeah, that's what people say. I've seen what you do in Discord. Shame on you. Oh my. Yes. Good morning, Nick Starro. Glad to see you. Yes. Ooh. Okay, so let's continue on. See, you guys get me all distracted. I'm just like over here thanking all of you. Oh, let's see. I don't want to see the ad. So, Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell's he finally endorsed Donald Trump. Of course, Nikki Haley said, "I ain't endorsing him." That's another one we're going to talk about for president on Wednesday. So that was yesterday. Yesterday was Jesus, Thursday already. It's a good thing that I took out the trash and recycling last night. Damn, I would have not gotten to it this morning. A remarkable turnaround from the one-time critic who blamed the then president for disgraceful acts on January 6, 2021, a Capitol attack, but now supports his bid to return to the White House. Yeah, it really sucks whenever you have to suck it up, doesn't it? McConnell, who was the last top GOP leader in Congress to fall in line with Trump. You don't have to fall in line with Trump. When do you people not get this? You can disagree with somebody, but still support them. You can say, listen, I don't like the way the guy talks or the things he does or whatever it might be, but other than that, geez, wait, you got to have some. It's all this Republican, Democrat, purity test bullshit. You don't have to have that. It's like if you like somebody and you want to vote for them, then freaking vote for them. You don't feel that they have to pass this purity test of check all the boxes and scratch all the sniff offs and whatever the hell it is. You don't have to do that. And I think you'll find that you yourself are going to be much happier in whatever decision you make. If you decide to vote for Ron Paul, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the person you're voting for, as long as you're happy. You don't have to justify your reason. I think a lot of people fall into this. Well, I have to justify. I voted for Biden because I hate Trump. It's like, no, you hated Trump because you hate Trump. Doesn't You can still hate Trump and vote for him. You can still hate Biden and vote for him. You can still disagree with all the crappy things that Biden's done and still vote for him because you think that person's going to do the best job. It doesn't matter. Get over yourselves, folks. Good Lord Almighty. Focus. Focus, Shizzy. Focus. 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 Yeah. Of course, it was after Super Tuesday he fell in line, pushed the GOP frontrunner closer to the party nomination. The two men have not spoken since 2020 when McConnell declared Democrat. Oh, it's funny how they all of a sudden call him Democrat. Joe Biden, the winner of that year's presidential election. But more recently, their teams have reopened talks about an endorsement. We don't need to know anything about the Super Tuesday elections. We knew that Nikki Haley was not going to survive this. It's abundantly clear that former President Trump has earned the requisite support of Republican voters to be our nominee for President of the United States, McConnell said in a statement. McConnell said, "It should come as no surprise as nominee. He will have my support." Of course it wouldn't. You are a suck up. You are a fair weather friend of whatever you want to be part of. Uh, the nod from McConnell, who criticized Trump as morally responsible for the 2021 mob siege of the Capitol, lends an whatever institutional legacy to indicted former President bid to return to the White House. Comes after McConnell made his own sudden announcement last week that he would step down as this term as leader, a position he has held longer than any other senator as he tries one more time to win back Republican control of the Senate, with Trump likely as top of the GOP ticket. Well, duh. It's like crazy as anything. Been trying to get through the next story, but my voice still craps on me. It's been annoying. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Yamaha. Oh, so that's what we've got there. McConnell giving his endorsement. I mean, really, there's he would have given his endorsement to a pincushion if it would have had the R on it. And that's what I'm talking about. These folks, they really don't care. They want to keep themselves in power. That is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to keep themselves in power as long as they possibly can, and to hell with everybody else. What is this right here? I don't know if I want to cover that. What is it? Austin, Texas. Nope, don't care. That was one of those where I pulled it up and I wasn't sure what exactly it was. I'm definitely not interested in it. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember. So okay, I was watching a little bit of this right here. So this, of course, hits home because I'm here in Atlanta. I don't know this attorney. She seems very interesting, um, but she's the lawyer that initiated the effort to remove Fannie Willis from the Georgia election interference case against Donald Trump. But see, there's more than that because she does not represent Donald Trump. She has nothing to do with Donald Trump. Her client is Roman. That is her client. She's here's what happened in case you haven't seen any of the Fannie Willis stuff that's going on. So what happened here is they brought suit against a multitude of people. It just wasn't one. It wasn't Donald Trump. It was Donald Trump, Roman. And I can't remember all of the people. And they brought in like RICO case and just ridiculous amount of bullshit. And it was sent about intentionally on purpose. It was done to um, make sure that Trump couldn't be reelected. It was just another push. How many lawsuits can we bring against Trump and cause a problem? Well, they had to bring in these other people. Well, in doing so, they sort of screwed themselves because you go hard at someone like this, you better have squeaky clean stuff because in the state of Georgia, they ain't going to play, especially if you're doing something shady behind the scenes. And that's what she got called out on. Now, you can say what you want. It doesn't matter. That it's already been brought out. She's already admitted to stealing campaign funds. That's going to come back and bite her in the ass in the long run. And especially whenever you came running in trying to get rid of the crooked person that was there before you, and how they find out you're just as bad as the other one. Now, if you hadn't watched that trial, it was one of those. Well, just one of the hearings, I guess, is more the best way to put it. It was more talking about, listen, had she disclosed all of the information, had she disclosed that she was sleeping with this guy, that she was misappropriating money, without any accountability, she was receiving gifts. Had she even done all of that, they wouldn't even be there in the first place because it would have been disclosed. It would have been handled before it even got to that point. Um, but because she did all the shady stuff, because it has the look, it just has the look of improprietary behavior, inappropriate behavior. Sorry, just because it has that look of inappropriate behavior, it ends up becoming such a bigger issue. And she explained. I mean, I watched part of that hearing. I believe Good Logic was playing it, and I watched part of that hearing with the Senate committee, the Georgia Senate committee, and she handled herself so well. I mean, I just watched and was like, it's insane. Oh my God, Shizzy. Georgia is just as corrupt as the rest of them. Your bias is showing. Exactly. Oh, love the 75-20 Oh, yeah, absolutely love it. And you have the 285 bypass, which I don't understand at all. It doesn't bypass anything. It looks like a big peace symbol that got like more like a like a crack in a windshield is what it looks like. And just or big rock hit it. Yeah, 75 and 20, those interchanges, that interchange is a mess because you got 75, 85 that run together, and then you got 20 that's over there, and then 75 splits off from 85 and goes different directions. It's like imagine 75, 85 coming in, and they collide in the middle, and then you got 20 that runs right through the middle of that. It's like a I mean, if you step back far enough, it might look like a butthole or something. It's queer in a weird way. And whenever I say queer, I mean like weird, like odd, queer. Jeez. Okay, Shizzy and all. I have to plan that meet with the fireplace and stones peoples. Have fun, and I'll see y'all later. Keep those fangs sharp. I will, and I'll send you an invite, Yamaha, if you're up for it. I'll give you a holler, and you're welcome to come by if you want to. You can kick back and just hang out in the chat. Also, we're easy going like that. It's so awesome. Yeah, Sean Bird. Yeah, I swear you CCs, you need to revamp your languages. Me revamp my languages. So Donald Trump walked state lawmakers. Anyhow, through her investigation into Fulton County DA's romantic relationship with special prosecutor, why she believes it creates a conflict of interest. Ashley Merchant, she's made herself famous, hasn't she? Who represents Michael Roman, Here's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. Subpoenaed to appear Wednesday before a specially appointed Georgia State Senate committee asking with investigation whether Willis engaged in misconduct. Willis' relationship with special prosecutor Nathan Wade, whom she hired to continuing the prosecution, which they can do that. Merchant testimony before the legislative committee came on the heels of an extraordinary court hearing that spanned several days. Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee is expected to rule by the end of the week on whether to disqualify Willis and her office from the case that accuses Trump and others of illegally trying to overturn the former president's loss to Democrat Joe Biden 2020 election in Georgia. Answered questions under oath for 3.5 hours Wednesday. Merchant ended up retreading, just repeating, I think is what they meant to say, or recovering, or retreading. Okay, I got it. Retreading much of the ground she had been covered in court, unencumbered by objections from prosecutors and the frustrations of questioning a reluctant witness. Merchant recounted how her investigation unfolded and the evidence she gathered. And Merchant and lawyers for Trump and other defendants have argued that Willis paid Wade large sums for his work and then personally benefited when he paid for vacation, saying that creates a conflict of interest. If it doesn't create a conflict of interest, it still creates the what do you call it? The illusion or the implication of impropriety, and that's, I mean, that it doesn't. At that point, she should be recusing herself from that. Willis and Wade both acknowledged the relationship happened, but said it didn't start until after Wade was hired, which was proven wrong. That they split travel costs and that, yeah, but you have no proof that you split travel costs. That's the worst part about it because, oh, we use cash. Then this is what's going to get her in hot water in the state of Georgia for using campaign funds because that's what she admitted to doing. Speaking at the start of the legislative hearing, Senator Bill Cosworth, a lawyer and a Republican chair of the committee, told Merchant that the allegations in her motion had generated public concern about what constitutes appropriate conduct and possible financial improprieties. Okay. He said, the committee was charged with finding the facts and, if necessary, amending the laws and creating new ones to provide guardrails to restore the public faith in our criminal justice. Well, good freaking luck with that. Yeah, it does that. The audio cuts out whenever I don't have anything in there for a while. Night, Rexy. You get some sleep, brother. Good night, T-Rex. I'm trucking him more. Let's see, in impartiality and fairness. Yeah, we know that they're not impartial. Cowsert said the committee made up of 6 Republicans, 3 Democrats is not leading a witch hunt. It cannot directly sanction Willis. Absolutely, but Democrats have been skeptical of this and other efforts to investigate or punish Willis since she began investigating Trump. Well, like I said, you bring the fire, you expect to get burned, at least a little bit. Visiting the state capitol Wednesday afternoon to qualify to run for re-election, Willis dismissed those efforts as a political quest. I think that people are angry because I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to stand up for justice, no matter who is the person that may have done wrong in Fulton County, she told reporters. So they can continue on their games, and I'm going to continue to do the work of the people. Sure you are. As she pulls in a $200,000 paycheck a year, and that's before other special considerations. Cowsert was particularly interested in the workings of a special grand jury that aided Willis's investigation and the rules surrounding the hiring of outside lawyers as special prosecutors in criminal cases. He suggested those are areas where legislators might consider adding statutory authority or limitations. Yeah. So basically, the hearing is just to see how they can amend the laws and make those things all right. Hey, good morning from the UK. Mad Englishman. Tuli Pep's over in the UK also. Isn't it amazing? It's 12:35 p.m., hon. You might want to recheck your time. And Georgina, I believe, is over in the UK also. I get a lot of UK folks. That's oh yeah, I've got an idea for some really cool stuff, like with your parliament. That would be hilarious. Oh, like like cover some of your Parliament news stories. Oh, I could see it happening. I could totally make that happen too. Do those at night. Oh my gosh. Just imagine how insane that would get. Some of your parliamentary oh, oh, snipers also in the UK. Good Lord. I've got UK folks in here. Like one of my favorite places was the UK. And see, I'm not big on the cities. I'm not even big on cities in the US, so no there. But yeah, being out in the country in the UK, oh, so nice. It is like a different world. The amount of green and beauty that you see, yeah, do it. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Didn't look at the clock. Good afternoon. Probably because of time. It's like noon in the UK. That has got to be what it is. Like I'm surprised people don't do that. It would be awesome. Like sit there and make fun of the parliamentary shenanigans that go on because I know that the UK has some. I know that they do. So what time we got? Seeing, of course, the sun is getting brighter as it comes up, so I get this ethereal glow about me. Oh, it's like Jesus without the like sinlessness, or the virgin birth or anything like that. It's just me just showing up as this big glowing light. Georgia in the house. Woo-hoo. Went on tour in the archives, the House of Parliament, and Royal. Uh, used the Royal Lift. That's awesome. Yeah. And I know some of you folks are in the UK. I will tell you right now, the best time that I had was visiting the British Museum, and my wife and I, because she studied like history and like Roman history and things like that. That was part of what she was really interested in. I mean, she knows seven dead languages. Isn't that amazing? Um, so part of what she wanted to see was the British Museum. She wanted to go and check out the Rosetta Stone, which of course you can't see it there. They've got a mock image of it. It's not the real Rosetta Stone, but you get a good idea of what's going on. And so we did the British Museum, and we had a private tour guide, um, Dr. Lawrence. His mother at the time, she may still be. She's an archivist there, and he gave us a walk, and it was probably 2 hours, and it was one of the best. The I mean, we still talk about it to this day. Dr. Lawrence had come in from Egypt. He's an archaeologist. Came in from Egypt just to do this private tour for us, and I mean, on very little sleep, and it was amazing. It was absolutely the most amazing tour that we had going through there. Um, and I would suggest, if you ever go to England, get yourself a private tour guide, where you don't have a whole bunch of people talking over you or talking over anything. You can ask questions. You can take your time. They can also move you along and sort of tailor it to what you're interested in. Sort of have an idea of what you want to see, what you're interested in. Do at least one of those in your life. It doesn't matter if it's a British Museum or the Louvre or whatever it might be. Whatever you find your interest in, get that private tour just once. Just once take that private tour, and you will have the time of your life. It is amazing, and I would suggest it to anybody. Good morning. And you're back. You had to do dog walk. Awesome. 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 Walk that dog. Mary Mack, all dressed in black, the silver buttons up and down her back. Oh yeah. Here we go. We'll move it over to this one. Share this tab instead. So in Tallahassee, Florida will ban thousands of homeless people from setting up camp and sleeping on public property or under a bill. Lawmakers Oh, says, I thought I was going to say under a bridge. On public property under a bill lawmakers sent to Republican Governor Ron DeSantis, who supports the idea counties with the approval from the State Department of Children and Families would be able to designate areas for the homeless to camp for up to a year under the bill. The Senate passed 2712 late Tuesday. Anyone using those encampments would be prohibited from using alcohol or illegal druggages. Supporters say the bill will help eliminate the nuisance of homeless people living on public property and parks. They also argue it will be easier to provide local services to the homeless if they're in one location. It's our responsibility to deal with homelessness, and that's why we can't wait any longer to bring the solution. The current model is not working. This bill is a compassionate response to the shortage of shelters. Martin said about 30,000 Floridians don't have a home, and that's about half of them. They don't even have a shelter. So 15,000 people without any way of having shelter, or 30,000 people without a home. But opponents say the bill is simply an effort to gather up the homeless and get them out of public view. Well, true, true. Um, the last thing you want to have is somebody coming up to you and begging change whenever you're just trying to enjoy a little bit of vacation. Being that Florida is a big tourist location, I can understand that. It's not that you're trying to eliminate the what is going on, but it does make it easier if you have them in all of the homeless people in one location. But it can also bring about a lot of problems. Do I have a solution for this? Yeah, don't be don't be homeless. I mean, that's about the best solution I have. I mean, I've been homeless before and it sucks. It really does. And sometimes there's no way to avoid it. Yes, I have started a fire behind me just in case you're wondering. The sun has lit me up like a glorious angel of respite and bad ethics. Something. Good morning. For all those folks that come on. Oh yes, yes. Thank you very much, Miss Fitch. It is wonderful. Congrats on the 1K. Yes, the 1K is due to you folks. You are the ones that got me over this. You were the ones that pushed it. He got me over the hump. The expert, he helped the baker, MG, all the what the Hales folks that have like provided that support. All of the people that have been following me and pushing me over the past little over a year now have just been really behind me and giving me a big boost. And no, thank all of you, because I'm here doing this for you guys. It really, without you, I would just be talking randomly to myself, which I do a lot anyway. So, but I actually, you actually get to watch me do talk to myself. It's a beautiful thing. Oh my god, and it's wonderful. And it isn't addiction use use typically the reason they can't get somewhere to begin with. That crap don't work. No, no, that sometimes that can be the problem. It can also be just making really bad decisions, monetary decisions. Low IQ can make things like this happen. Not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying that yeah, there's multiple reasons why someone can become homeless. It doesn't necessarily have to be addiction. They could have just made a bad financial decision along the way. Any number of reasons can put someone out on the streets. Um, their home getting destroyed, not having proper insurance, and now they've got kids, you know that have to be fed. Wife runs off with the kids and disappears. I mean, there could be any number of reasons why someone ends up homeless. It doesn't necessarily have to be addiction. Addiction is pretty prevalent, but it also, if they're doing something like this, it makes it seem like, yeah, I don't think I want to be moving to Florida to be homeless. Is what the message that I'm getting from this, and I think that's sort of where they're pushing it, especially once you hear that the next one of our next stories, which is about Gavin Newsom and one of their issues in the California is homeless crisis, that they've pretty much let the homeless get out of hand. I mean, if you compare Florida to California, you've got two very warm states to live in, and California's handled it one way, Florida's handled it another. Is it the right way? Is it? I don't know. I honestly, I've got no solution for homelessness except for not being homeless. I mean, I've got nothing for you. It sucks. It sucks if you're homeless. If someone is struggling with housing right now, I may be homeless in a couple of months. Yeah, sorry to hear that, crazy Viking lady. Prayers, really, because that sucks. It is probably one of the hardest things I had to when I was homeless. It changed my outlook on what I needed to do to make sure that that never happened again. And sometimes it takes bad shit happening before you're like, what do I do now? Nothing like coming home and you've got power turned off and they're like kicking you out of your place and you're having to couch surf for what, 3 years almost. uh, yeah, just it seemed like it was about 3 years. I think it was less than that. I managed to get a better paying job and dedicate more of my time and energy towards something else. It sucks. I will say it sucks. It just a string of bad roommates will bring your ass down. Sorry, anyhow. We'll get back we'll get off of me and we'll go back to this. So the opponents also said there's nothing in the bill that ensures sexual offenders and children won't be living in close proximity in the government designated encampments. See, like I said, you never know the consequences of what you're going to do. The bill defines public camping as residing overnight in a temporary outdoor habitation used as a dwelling living space, as evidenced by the erection of a tent or other temporary shelter. The presence of bedding or pillows or the storage of personal belongings, it wouldn't apply to people sleeping in legally parked vehicles. It will take effect October 1st if signed by DeSantis. That's insane. No, homelessness is not good. And see this ethereal glow behind me is an explosion of light. It's good to see it. Oh my gosh, you don't want to be looking at that. Oh my, oh my. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're getting to this right here. We'll share this one here. So this is insane. 7:48. Yeah, sorry about the Pharaoh. It's so bright. I know. I really wanted to share pictures with you of what's going on in my basement, and I haven't been able to. I shared some last night with MG and showed it to him what it looked like. Oh, my sporting dog. Pharaoh, good morning. Good morning. Georgina Archer, it's hard. Joe Mons and my sport dog. No judgment in dogs. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Roseman Ranch, good morning. Good morning. Shizzy is trying to fake that whole heavenly glow battle lines. The horns better than Peril. Yeah, let's see. We got horns here, something like this. They look more like antlers, something like that. No, no. So you just all I have to say is just remember that the devil is probably second to God as far as angels go. Just saying. What did they call him? The most beautiful angel. Ah, so you always have to be careful. There's a devil in disguise. So, according to the AP here in Atlanta, some Georgia senators want to punish cities and counties that they say are illegally harboring immigrants who are in the country that would be called illegal aliens. Why? Why did they just say what they are? Geez, we have to rewrite this. Some Georgia senators want to punish cities and counties that have illegal aliens who are in the country without that would be illegal. Good Lord. They Senate Public Safety Committee voted 4-1 on Wednesday to rewrite a House Bill 301, with supporters saying the move is needed to enforce a 2009 state law that outlaws so called sanctuary cities and counties. And the latest measure proposed by Republicans after police accused a Venezuelan man of beating a nursing student, raping her, and leaving her for dead on the University of Georgia campus. Imagine that. Jose Ibarra was arrested last month on murder and assault charges in the death of 22-year-old Laken Riley. Immigration authorities say Ibarra, 26, illegally entered the United States in 2022. It's unclear whether he has applied for asylum. Well, no, he killed somebody. It's amazing how that works. Of course, Riley, she was a nursing student at an Augusta University Athens campus. She was found dead February 22nd after a roommate reported she didn't return from a morning run in a wooded area. Yeah, sad story. And the worst part about this is that you had. Hold on, just a second. I've got to pause something here real quick. Uh, my dogs are going to go crazy, and I think the tile people are here again. So I've got to sort of close the little area up so they don't run out there and cause a hard time, because more than likely the tile people will be working today, and I've got crazy puppies that, well, of course, one of them has loves the mariachi music, which is awesome because he just dances with it. With what's up, Jacob Castro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Here, so I turned off my camera so that wouldn't be blinding you so much. I think that looks a little bit better. It's so good to see you, Jacob Castro. Jacob is usually running into me over on the Rumble side, but he's over on the YouTube side today. It's awesome seeing you, Jacob. You've been up all night, but aside from that, I'm good. You want to play with donkeys today? I don't know. Donkeys can be real asses. Just saying. The Senate committee completely rewrote the bill that previously regulated penalties from speeding tickets issued by automated cameras. What? Okay, that's a weird statement. Kim Jackson, Stone Mountain Democrat, complained that she had no time to read the new language before the meeting, calling it frustrating and disappointing. The new bill would let any Georgia resident sue, asking a judge to declare a city or county as violating the 2009 law. If a judge agrees, the state would cut off state aid as well as federal aid and control it controls. Whoa, that's harsh. Except for a short list of emergency and health services. For example, a county or city would get no state money for building and maintaining roads. Oh man, I don't know if that's good. Judges could restore funding if local government repeals the offending policy. A judge would then be required to issue a permanent order barring the government from ever readopting any sanctuary policy. Wow, that's putting too much power in a judge's hands. The bill also provides for removal of local elected officials of cities or counties adopt sanctuary policy. I mean, I don't know if that's a good solution or not. I mean, I would I would think that these people would do a little bit more debating amongst themselves, and try to come up with a better outcome. Like, I don't know, giving the government more power. They don't like turning it back over, and also I think it can turn into really bad law. Um, a perfect example of this would be something, on the realms of Roe v. Wade. I mean, that should have been something that states handled. Yet it was something that the federal government handled. That should have been. It should have never gotten to that level, because like I said, whenever government gets more power, they don't ever want to give it up. And it ends up becoming years and years and years and years and years of frustration of trying to get something turned back around that should have never been there in the first place. Um, and then whenever it gets turned back around, it gets turned into some political, uh, whack job kind of thing, and it just, especially if people don't understand the nuances behind it, it can make it even worse. So that's just uh, completely a different outcome. That, uh, like I said, get they need to debate this a hell of a lot more. I mean, in the meantime, how about we just don't have any people allowed into the country illegally? I mean, that would be the best case scenario. I mean, I just as much as everybody was going off about Texas having National Guard in their border city there, uh, not Brownstone City, or it's geez, Eagle Pass. In Eagle Pass, everyone was getting outraged about Eagle Pass. Do you know that in New York that they're actually going to now start having National Guard patrolling their subway systems and their streets? Yeah, they've called in the National Guard there to to deal with yeah, crazy animals, to deal with the illegals. That's so screwed up that, first they're complaining about it. New York is getting up all up in arms and calling themselves a sanctuary city. They're getting upset that Texas is sending illegals to their sanctuary cities. Well, you want them here in the U.S., then you've opened up your doors, so here you go. Like take them. We're more than happy to give you every damn last one of them. Here's a notion. How about the entry points for people wishing to enter the country, a process by which they become documented, Oh, wait. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Ah, yes. Take a minute, check that you're live on chat. You may be missing out on some great stuff. Oh, Roe v. Wade turned into such a shit show. Many people didn't understand it was turning it back to the states, but all the protests made it sound as if it was outlawed outright. Exactly. And I think that was the biggest issue that people were having about about changing it back to the states having that ability, is because it gave them just basically more fighting words to cause division within this country. Um, you know, it my state is by far not one of the greatest states, as far as life, living quality, and all that kind of crap is not the greatest in Georgia. I will tell you that. Um, but it's where I live, and so I do everything that I can to make it the best place to live. Same way with my house. It's not the greatest house in the world. It's not like the most luxurious or beautiful, but every day I do something a little bit more to make it a little bit better, more enjoyable. Um, and I do my part. My wife does her part. The animals, they do their part by making it a like cozy place, a little cozy puppy sanctuary. So I mean, you sort of have to do your part in your state to make it better. And yes, there's parts of it they're going to suck, but there's also parts of it that you're going to like. And everyone says, well, if you don't like it, move to a red state. Does that solve the problem from taking your backyard whenever imagine you've got a backyard that just is completely destroyed. Just to the point of the dogs have all dug it up and the fence needs to be repainted and it's completely destroyed. Wouldn't it make more sense to go in, clean up your backyard, replant, reseed, don't let the dogs in there, get rid of whatever infestation that you have that's rotting the wood, the trees, the underbrush, and cleaning up that one little part, making it a more habitable place to live. I mean, even though yes, the people keep jumping in your yard and tearing it up every single day, you do everything that you can until it comes to the point where you know that you can't do anything, and the house is a lemon. Then at that point you move. But until then, you should do the best to make it the best place you can. Yeah, we still have people in jail from the lockdowns. Absolutely. Schools teach government and civic class. No, schools don't teach. Yeah, that's right. Schools don't teach government and civic classes anymore. So 20-year-olds have no clue how government works. Oh, that's intentional. Um, if you don't know um, how your country operates, how it was founded, if you remove everything about it, the good, the bad. I mean, because there's lots of good that came out of all of the bad that happened in our country. Um, you know, you have to remember that we were not this wonderful beacon of hope whenever we first started. We were a place to get away from English rule in a way. Um, that we found ourselves under English rule even. There we go. I should be back. You had taxation without representation, so you were being taxed and you were paying your taxes to another country. And what did we do? Wow, we had what they call that, an insurrection. Well, but if you're if you're a politician, you probably called it an erection. George, Donald Trump, he caused an erection. That's what we hear. We've been hearing that for quite a bit. So critics of the measure say it's a further attempt by Republicans to impose their will on cities and counties. Well, that's sort of what they're there to do in a way, and it sucks because whenever the script is flipped, they'll try to overturn that thing the other way. Let's see. Like in the measure to Georgia's former Immigration Enforcement Review Board, which investigated complaints about local immigration enforcement. Well, yeah. For example, Governor Casey Cagle filed a complaint that the Atlanta suburb of Decatur was violating state law in 2017 when Cagle was running for governor. The board dismissed the complaint against Decatur, and the law quietly dissolved the board in 2019. Yeah. So Athens Clark Mayor Kelly Gertz has denied that the consolidated city-county is violating state law, noting that it files a yearly certificate of compliance. Critics point to a 2019 resolution made by Athens Clark County Commission that said local governments strive to foster a community where individuals of all statuses feel safe. Yeah, and whenever they say statuses, they're not talking about wealth status. They're talking about your immigration status. That's what they're talking about. You can help spread this channel by using your favorite social media platform. Click the share button and share this stream. Yes, absolutely. Maybe they're afraid they'll wind up like the Native Americans. So here's the thing. It's hard to conceive this. But if you were born in this here place called the United States, you are a Native American. It's a weird concept, but now you're a Native American. Your parents may have, or grandparents, or great grandparents, or great great grandparents may have immigrated here, but everyone born after them on American soil is a Native American. And I'm not taking anything away from the Indians, and I'm not talking about the push start or pull start. I'm talking about the Indians that were native to this country long before the white man ever set foot here. Not to take anything away from what they've endured, you know, for a long long time. But this is what happens whenever you conquer another country, and it's the outcome of it. Like I said, for every action you're going to have a reaction, and that is one of the sad parts of how this country was formed. Like I said, the United States was founded, not by this wonderful group of colonizing, folks from other countries, but it was founded in a weird way, like it is. Speaking of weird ways, I have something for you guys that's going to just make you feel special.
Who the hell cares?
Hey, Mo.
Hello. That sounds like my theme for the week.
Oh my gosh. Has it gotten any better for you?
Well, let's just say that when one is faced with a week of semi Mondays, you just have to kind of go with the um the absurdity of it all and then just start laughing at things that are inappropriate. Like
Well, we do have some truck drivers here, so they know a little bit about Sundays or
oh,
Mondays or semis. Semi Mondays. Yeah, there we go.
semi Mondays. Well, to be honest, I had my telehealth med check for mentalness. And the guy kept saying, "Oh, well, this is really gonna help you with fibromyalgia." And I said, "Well, that would be wonderful
If I
if I
had
had
fibromyalgia.
fibromyalgia, but I don't." He's like, "Oh, well, it'll help with all the chronic pains." And I was like, "Well,
Well,
right."
so does opium.
I was like,
Just
awesome. Could
like,
I
really? Like,
I
oh
was just
god.
like, the ridiculousness of me having to spend an hour and a half to fill out bullshit paperwork, than for them to ask me the same questions in which
That's
I
on the
filled
paperwork.
out.
It's
Yeah.
like,
I was
did you
like,
not read it?
I was even helpful to you all in that I thought that my appointment was the wrong day, so I came in a day early to give you the paperwork.
God.
I was just like
Oh,
eh, I was like, "Awesome." Just
I'm waiting to see if the sun is not shining so bright behind me. Yeah, see, this is what it looks like right now. It look like
Jesus!
there's a nuclear bomb that exploded behind me. So
Either
that's
that or the Mr. Burns, from that one episode where he's like,
yes.
"Be at peace. I bring peace
Whoa.
and hope."
So that's why I've got it turned off because the sun just came up behind me, and I started my stream this morning at 7, just a little bit later than normal, and I will be redirecting everybody over to Farrell because we want to get her watch hours. She's like 100
Yes.
shy, like a little bit over 100 shy of getting her
Oh,
watch
f
hours, and it
yes.
would be awesome to get those watch hours, and by the end of the day, she's sent in her monetization because
Yes.
it's not it it although you get your monetization and it shows up as being monetized, you still to receive any of that ad revenue, you have to go through another step, and they have to mail you, like physically mail you to your address so they can confirm that this is your address of
Oh,
this
yeah.
secret code that they're going to give you that only you can use, and you have to fill out this little code in a little box for AdSense. You have to set all that stuff up before it even happens. And it's like
Well, and then if you're
like
my bank, they question you like, "Is this really from Google?" And I was me being me, I could have just answered yes, but I said, "No, the Nigerian prince said if I set up my account to this account, I would surely, establish my princesshood." I was like,
oh,
"Yes, it's from the real Google." They're like, "We have had people that are, scammed." And I'm like, "Well, thanks for
oh,
that, but
well, it's the I also hit 1K last night, I guess at some
woohoo."
point. Yeah, I'm like, wow. So there's like a whole new realm of stuff that I have to learn. So if you're getting ads and stuff like that, I don't know how it's set up yet. So I apologize to anybody ahead of time. I seriously apologize because I just was like, okay, I don't know what this is, but I'll just let it do its thing. So just bear with me. It'll get better. It'll get better. And then I still haven't gotten the Discord thing down right. Like, ah, I'll
I
get it
I
set up.
don't understand this. Yeah, believe me, if not for the help of people better than me, I would not know how to do any of these things.
When Eris has been such a help with it. I mean, she's
Yes.
been an absolute gem. And I mean, I'm lost. So she keeps me on track. If not, then I've got
Oh,
Roseman
yes.
that'll tell me, shut up, Shizzy. She keeps that in her back
Well,
pocket.
I mean, we all have to know when to stand up and be loud and when to be quiet.
Oh yes, and Farrell, yes. This is we want to see Farrell get it. She is going to be stream sniping the Mexican Law Show. She's
Oh,
gonna have mariachi and little shakers. She starts her stream at 8:30, and what I'll be doing is kicking everybody over there
awesome.
to join in, and just all it is let it, if nothing else, let it play in the background, just regular speed, and just have another tab open. You can mute her. I don't recommend it because she has such a pleasant personality. So why would you want to mute Farrell? But if you needed to because you have to do work, then you just mute it out and continue on with your work
Yeah.
like I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. I'm I'm vacillating between you need to get some stuff done this week and you know, it looks like it's going to rain outside. I could start a fire and just lay out in my front room.
That's what it felt like yesterday. That the sun is even out today. I'm amazed because it was just raining all day. It rained all night into yesterday. I think it was even raining last yesterday evening. It just didn't let up. I was like, so miserable. But today is bright and shiny, and I've got the sun beaming up behind me, making me have this glow. And everyone says, "Oh, is she trying to say he's an angel?" I was like, "Well, the devil, he was an angel. He was the prettiest one."
Well, it happens from
Details.
time to time. It, making people choose. This is what happens when you have more than one kid.
Yes.
You always have one that gets real jealous if you show your new kid attention. You're
Oh,
like, "Sweetie, sweetie, bright star, I still love you, but these are humans and you're an angel."
so I just talked about the bill that Florida is wanting to pass to get rid of the homelessness that issues that they're having, and now Californians are split
Mhm.
on a ballot measure to tackle homelessness. This always comes up every election cycle. So they've got a ballot measure touted by Gavin Newsom take a step to tackle the state's ongoing homelessness crisis. Proposition 1 would be the
Okay.
first major update to the state's mental health system in 20 years. You'd think. Newsom spent significant time and money campaigning on the measure's behalf, raising more than $13 million to promote it with support for law enforcement, first responders, hospitals, and mayors of major cities. Opponents raised just $1,000. He did not make any statements Tuesdays as votes were counted. The status quo is not acceptable. Jesus
Aw.
Christ. Well, you think. Let's see. My brother is actually homeless. He suffered some mental health issues right now. He's suffering from some mental health issues. Ray said, "I, I, I think it'd be good to provide funding for treatment centers." Yeah, they did that at one point in time, and they shut them all down. You can thank Ronald Reagan for doing that. I mean,
Well,
did what
to be
he
fair, did did Miss Reagan's astrologist told him that, the moon was in Aquarius, so it needed to be taken down because, they could have maybe gotten Nostradamus stuff just a little bit wrong.
well, I mean,
I
good
always
luck
love
with
how
that.
Nancy Reagan had her, astrologist, her presidential one, to do star
Yes.
charts and stuff. I'm like, "Aw." You could
Oh,
tell
are
they
you
really were actors and from Hollywood.
exactly? Devil's in the details. Oh, you do have him on as my co-host. Yes, absolutely. It was build up. It was like, who the hell is he talking about? That's not Farrell. Yeah.
It's the Frybert, although he's
Yeah.
currently under my bed doing probably badness.
Why would anyone want government running mental asylums? Well, you could have private individuals running mental asylums and end up with like lobotomies and things like that, which I'm not objecting that those would be bad. I can name a few people that might benefit from that, but it 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 it's okay.
Because it's
Here's
$1 million industry for people to because right now we have a bunch of NGO nonprofits running things,
yes,
and they, catch you on the streets, "Oh, don't you wanna," they'll spew some fact like, "There's thousands of empty homes. If we just put the homeless in there, they'd have homes. Give us $1," and people will give dollars. I mean, the absolute corporation that these charities in name only have
mhm,
become for homelessness in in cities like or in states like California, it's a business.
yes,
Now, the government will abuse it, private businesses will abuse it. I mean, you have people pissed off as hell that we have private jails.
yes.
So, pick your poison, people. How do we wanna fix this? I'm 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 willing to listen to all things except, we have empty houses because that's
Yeah,
not
there's
smart.
like I said, whenever people say, "Well, you have a better solution," I was just like, neutron bomb? I mean, I don't know. Do I have a better solution? No. Um, and this is there's people smarter than me that should be having this kind of debate, this kind of discussion, and coming up with solutions that are well beyond because you've got so many nuances to these kinds of issues. I mean, like someone said, well, isn't drug addiction one of the biggest reasons for homelessness? It doesn't matter what the problem is; it's finding a solution for the problem. And yes, you have to sort of understand it, but it doesn't. I mean, I've known people that have been homeless that have really great IQs, but because they fell across some hard times, maybe the wife ran off with some boyfriend and she was the took all of the bank account and burned the house down. You don't know the circumstances, and of course then insurance isn't going to cover it. Now dude's homeless and he has 3 kids and he's having to take care of them, or vice versa. It could have been a dude that just like ran off with his mistress and then made sure through the courts that the wife couldn't get any funding. Now she's having to go out and turn tricks just to feed her kids. Like I said, there could be any number of reasons why people end up in a homeless situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be one thing or another. It's finding the solution to end that problem that becomes, that. And is there a good
Yeah,
answer for it? No, because each situation is going to be different. There's people that do not want to live in homes. They don't know how to take care of a home. If you put them in a home, they would probably burn the damn thing down because they would think, well, what's wrong with pulling up the floorboards and throwing them in the fireplace that's gas? I don't understand.
yeah, I mean, he we need to have we need to be able to separate things that the let's say if there's only 15% of people that were turned out of facilities or don't can't have access to mental health facilities where they do need to be supervised. Some people are not, able to supervise themselves. We need to be able to separate those from the people that maybe have addiction problems and, who are willing to deal with that because you can offer an addict a treat all the treatment in the world, but if you also have available, safe test sites, well, we'll warm Sir's crack pipe for him, you know
Yeah.
eh
Which one are they going to choose?
yeah. So that inherently to me is immoral. If you know someone suffering from addiction is dealing with this monster that they can't fight on their own, and then you offer them just a safe place to, meet this monster every Tuesday or every morning at 8 a.m., that is immoral to me, but I mean,
Yeah.
I am I am not from California, so it's kind of not my committee, not my flying monkeys kind of thing,
Yeah.
but we
Well, it
see the
is.
same sort of issues in any sort of I mean, Indianapolis, you go up there, there's homeless stuff. You go to Bloomington, the San Francisco of Indiana,
Yes.
and
You.
you
Go to
know
Gary, you go to any major city, you're gonna see people that are homeless,
yeah,
you
and
know?
and people go where they're given incentives to go. I mean, let's not be naive at least a little bit. It's California, if I'm given a bunch of free money and shown which all food pantries I can go, and I don't really care beyond, "Hey, I need my next fix, and one day I might need a little bit of food." It's
Well, and then there's
it's
also,
making it easier to stay in this half-life, and that's terrible, and
well, and then you could also, apply for a 501(c)(3) and, run a turtle sanctuary. There's always that possibility, It's I
damn it,
mean
Shizzy, you've been looking at my tax filings, I see how you are.
No, but I mean, there's people out there that are literally one step away from being homeless. I mean,
Yeah,
all it takes is one misstep, and I'm pointing something out that I'm sure a lot of people in chat know, and this is why I think that the other party on this side is like, listen, I don't want to see this person harmed. I don't want to see anything bad happen to them. I just want them to leave me the hell alone. Stop messing with me. And the person on the other side is got like serious mental issues, like really whacked out ideas about how to run their life. And you may not agree with it, and it may look completely like desperate and disgusting and horrible, but you have to understand that that person is literally one step away from being completely homeless, of having losing everything. And I
yeah.
mean, and that right there should scare a lot of people, that and as much as it is to sort of make fun of that person, and not have a whole lot of sympathy and be like, I would, well, more power to them. It's a scary thought that we feel that way about our fellow, humans, that we
We
would, and it
yeah,
is a situation they've created themselves, and I'm not trying to discourage that at all. I'm just saying that
yeah,
this is a person that is knows, they know that they are right on the verge of extinction. It is like you've backed the beast into a corner, and it is going to lash out, it's going to bite, it's going to attack, it's going to fight, it's going to do anything that it can do to maintain its longevity of life. And that right there is scary, because you're dealing with somebody that has nothing to lose, because they're one step away from losing everything. That's what worries me about Meet the Hales, or um yeah, what the Hales. That's what really worries me in their situation, is because they've got a feral animal that's backed into a corner, and that should scare them also. I think that's probably why they are sleepless, and making sure that people are noticing what's going on, because it is very important.
well,
That
and
Go ahead, I'm
these
sorry.
are not gonna be these are big problems without, bumper sticker solutions. It would actually take people coming together from both sides in the middle or wherever find your tribe, coming in there and having some difficult discussions on both sides. Like, "Okay, you guys say that these are, people that need mental health. This is the budget for running maybe a co-op hospital between all of the, counties and the state, and with outside governing boards, this, that, and the other. You know, eh, these and on the left side, it's going to need to say, hey, there are incentives that we've, baked into the system that might be encouraging people to, make some bad life choices.
Right.
Do we continue those? People are gonna have to give on both sides. They're gonna have to go in there not thinking that the other side is morally bankrupt. if you could have good faith conversations
Yeah, but you
and
sometimes you can't have good faith conversations with crazy. That's
well,
that's where
that's the
all of a
other
sudden
thing.
you circled it back around to that mental health issue, and it just like it's like this circular pattern of abuse that we commit upon ourselves as in a human race. It's just like,
Yes.
because I I I think that, if you've got someone that abuses the system, what kind of recourse can you give to them? But they're going to abuse the system because the system allows itself to be abused with very little oversight or stopping it from happening. And I talk about, them having this child that they adopted, that they're barely even taking care of. They're using it for its benefits. I mean, to me, that's just atrocious and horrible. Why? Because, well, that's the kind of mother that I had. Her thing was that she never wanted to have any kids, except she found it as a way of keeping a man around. That was her outlook on it. It was, this is the kind of person that you're dealing with, is someone that, she can't have children because of her age. So what does she do? She adopts. I mean, and God bless that she's, actually trying to do something. Maybe it's absolutely horrible. I don't know the whole situation there, because that's not my position to know what's going on with their every detail of their life. From an outside point looking in, I'm like, this is absolutely horrible. The conditions that this child is being put through. um, I is it good? Is bad? I don't know. I just I would say, from my outlook, it's not something I would want my children to ever have to deal with, but they're not my children. And I worry about all of that. It's just, I sit there and like I said, I see this situation in sort of that 30,000, foot view, and it's as because I've known people like her. I've known how dangerous those people can be, and
Yeah.
they seem like, "Oh, it's not a big deal." Yeah, it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt, like really hurt. Like whenever they
Yeah.
take it past that step, like somebody steps across that line, and whenever they do, there's no turning back, and it destroys so much. It just ah, sorry, I'll take a deep breath here.
Oh, no, it's I amend my my past comment. The people that would have to come together and should be given the power are the people that have been working in the trenches, not politicians. Just like if we want to reform justice the way we thought that justice was going to be reformed, we should have had, you know, police, people that had gotten, hemmed up for 25 years for dope or the devil's lettuce. You
Yes.
know, anyone involved in politics should not be allowed to come to these general meetings.
Mm.
The those people are looking for a soundbite, they're looking to throw red meat to their base. The worst thing a politician can do is solve a problem because how are you going to run on it for the next, 70 gajillion years if you solve the problem?
Yeah, how can you remain mayor of your city if you fix the problem of funding? It's just like you can, it's crap like that, and I think that right there is why a lot of people dislike Trump so much, outside of they don't like listening to him talk. But you know on the political realm, the reason they don't like him is because he doesn't need their money. He doesn't need that.
Okay,
He can
quick
he can
question on the fun
yeah.
side of things. What do we think that Auntie Haley is gonna do with, her leftover donations? Is it A, a Ferrari, or B, lip injections? Because 'Cause I'm going with lip injections because she talks kinda like this, and she doesn't move her teeth, and it's very unsettling. So, maybe if she pumped those lips up, you wouldn't notice as much, just
Well,
for next time.
what she'll probably do is donate a good portion of that to the Democrat um, contender in this whole situation. I can see that happening
Well,
because
did you see Joe
she's not.
Scarborough said that Biden is the most sentient, form of Biden he's ever seen, the most coherent.
Most
I was
coherent
like,
dog.
I don't know that um, you've been collecting Pokemon right."
Well, that there, everyone accuses that white powder in the White House of being hunters. You sure? You sure that somebody a little bit older just didn't happen to get forgetful and leave it sitting out? I'm just saying, he has these moments of complete clarity. It's really weird how that works. It's a hell of a drug. It's a hell of a drug. Just saying.
Hey, if it was good enough for FDR and, this is a day that'll live in infamy to treat his sinusitis, it's good enough for me.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay, man. It's all right. Maybe he's actually just a drug sniffing dog. That's why he's always.
That's why Commander's trying to bite everyone, they're going after his stash.
Yeah. No, he's checking all the children to make sure that, there's none on them.
We are on a list, Shizzy, we are on a list, and I expect
I
door knocks.
love my
Gonna
list. I love my list. I have so much fun. I really do. And so tonight, Mo, I am doing State of the
Yes.
Union address. You are
Oh,
more than welcome to come by and make
I w
fun along with me.
I might could be there. Now, are they going to have I do I do kind of really hope that they have, either confused, disgusted faced, sign language woman who kinda just, like
Or lispy sign language guy.
or, very expressive man who is exuberant. I hope that they switch out in the middle, so it'll be
Oh,
fun.
yes, it will be. Well, and here's what I'm thinking. Because I can almost see this is my vision for what's going to be going on tonight. They're going to talk about, deleting babies as reproductive care, which makes no sense to me. Reproduction would mean that your pop anyhow, that'll be one of their main topics because Roe v. Wade was one of the things that they're very much, they don't understand that states actually have rights. It's weird how that happens. They'll be talking about how horrible the Trump Republicans are. Like they all of a sudden became his
Ooh,
Republicans.
are
How
we
bad
gonna
they
get
are at the border.
mega or mega, or are we gonna get ultra mega? I do
Oh,
wanna know
maybe.
what Pokemon level I have reached
Well,
as a
maybe he. I'm
non-person.
I'm I'm curious if he's gonna show up like he did last time with, the big red background that looked like something out of, you know, Star Wars, or will he have the blue up there? Make it look more. Maybe they'll do purple, or maybe they'll do like rainbow colors and fly the rainbow flag higher than the
Do you think President Zelensky's
American
gonna
flag.
be there this time?
No, there's another
Right.
one that they want to basically leave, and he's actually meeting with the Biden right now. Oh,
Ooh,
Joe,
the big guy.
did you bring me some good stuff? I mean, I know you're from Venezuela or Colombia or wherever it is. Did you bring the good stuff? Come on, man. What you thinking? Here, rub the hair on my legs. Don't make me go all
Oh,
corn pop on you. Sorry, I'm so bad. I'm so
I
bad. But
just
yes,
I hope that his
that's
eyes are really big and his forehead's really pulled back like he does when you can tell they've given him a shot of the EpiPen,
well, he's gonna
and
he's gonna
it's
have
like,
to he's gonna have
"I'm
to yell.
serious, you guys, no joke, no
Well,
joke."
he'll
I'm
he'll
like,
get his whisper, and then he'll yell at the top of his lungs. It's
just
a
when I think
buildup.
it's safe to turn that dial up on my volume, and then I'll go, "But these mega, ultra ultra
fascist
bad guys.
Republicans, bad guys, Trump, Shumadaba,
This
healthcare, and of course the reason we can't send money to the Mexican border is because you're not sending money to Ukraine, and we'll just send some more missiles in Israel. What the hell is going on with this people? Oh my God, you gotta
Either
stop.
that or in their last ditch effort to get Michelle Obama in, they will not dose him, and he will just go up there and like, when I was a young boy mining anthracite coal, not that regular coal, when I was a coal miner's daughter, and just go full tilt into that and,
Uh,
bring Sissy
yes,
Spacek up.
yes, bring Sissy. Bring Sissy up. Red and blue does make purple. I know. That's why I said it'll probably be purple. Uh, well, I mean, I I think I would rub Joe's leg. Maybe with his head. Just after I
Yeah,
smacked him around
that's a
a few
hard
times.
pass for
I'd be
me.
like
No
the
thanks.
Wookiee. Just remove the limbs, sling him on my back and carry him off. That's what he sort of walks like C-3PO a little bit, except more
I
puppet-like with the way he does the little high steps.
I wonder if he's gonna do the fake jog, like the couple steps that he does, but as a fluffy person who doesn't jog, that might be my only contribution to running fastlier now, is those couple few steps where I look like I'm, hitching up my giddy along, but nope.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, guys. We're gonna end this thing. I'm gonna send all you fine folks over to Farrell. Make sure that you hit the like and subscribe on your way out here. Make sure that you go check out Mo in the Deep End. She's gonna be going on at 9 o'clock today with her newsy news.
Yes.
So what you do is you have Farrell playing on one thing, and then you mute her out, and then you go watch Newsy News with Mo in the Deep End. And then whenever she's done, you just go back over and watch some more Farrell. See, that's
Yeah.
how it works. And the whole time you haven't lost any watch hours for Farrell. Let's get
Yes.
her let's get Farrell monetized. Why don't I
Yes.
why don't I read the poor kick check? I am sorry, Lottie Thotty. The reason I don't read and I'll explain this really quick for those on the folks. I love every single damn one of you, but the computer I'm running, and this is a long story, and I can't go into all the details of it. But I am running off of a laptop that does not have the processing power to handle multiple things like multiple platforms, and I do have a regular computer, but because my entire office was flooded and it's in a matter of completely being destroyed and rebuilt right now, I don't have a desk. I don't have access to my computer. I don't have access to my monitor. I'm on a crappy laptop. I can't handle seeing multiple chats at the same time, so I can't view what's going on in Kick. But Kick people, thumbs up, and I'm like, I re- just give me a damn week and I'll have this shit straightened out. Maybe a little bit longer. It might be 2 weeks, but I will have this shit straightened out. With that, everybody, watch the ladies drink fake coffee, or fake ladies drinking
Yay.
coffee, or coffee drinkers that are fake, whatever the hell